Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Veronica, and for today's video we have what I've been warming. So before we get into it, make sure you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're aware of all future videos. Alright guys, so we're gonna get right into it. I don't have a lot of things that I've been warming. I will say the one mistake that I've been doing is not actually saving my own wax melt clamshells to show you what I've been using from my company. But I will say I test every single thing out, so that would probably be very overwhelming. But if anything, I could at least save what I'm using when I use the clamshells, for example. Normally when I make the wax melts for myself, I don't use the clamshells, I just use baggies. So like that, I'm obviously not wasting all these clamshells. It's just easier for me to do it that way. All right, so we're gonna start off with Bath & Body Works candles. I only have 2 of them. I haven't really used candles for a very long time, because all I've been using for the last 3 years have been wax melts, but I'll occasionally use a candle. So the first one was Blueberry Maple Pancakes, and this is one of my favorite scents during the fall time, but I had a little bit of issues with this one. Oh my god, it smells so bad right now. So this doesn't smell like the blueberry maple pancakes that I'm used to. Okay, you guys can see there is still wax in here. Okay, can I salvage this? Okay, I'll tell you what the problem is. So there was no issues with burning it, like it was totally fine, no problems, no tunneling, just, you know, had a nice melting pool, and yeah, no issues. The problem is that it stinks. Now I'm thinking it might be because whenever I would blow out the candle, I wouldn't blow out the candle, I would literally get this and put this on top. I can't remember if it was Charity that said she doesn't put this on top, but now I'm thinking, is it because if you're putting this on top, the smoke stops, right? But then it's going back into the wax. So maybe that's why my wax smells like a smoky maple syrup pancakes. Like honestly, this smells like I was trying to make blueberry pancakes and I burnt them. Like I burnt them badly. Is there any way I can salvage it? I know that a lot of the girls, well, Melanie from Mr. Kong's mom uses either a crock when she's not really getting performance from her candles, but I refuse to buy that because it's like $70 in Canada and they are ugly as shit. Like they're so ugly, I would never buy them. Just no, absolutely not. But she uses a candle lamp and those are beautiful. There's so many gorgeous ones, and I have been thinking of buying one because I want to, you know, have a little bit of fun with that. That's another side project. But I'm thinking maybe I can use that, but is it gonna work because this smells like smoke now? So now I've been just kind of blowing out my candles even though there's, like, you know, smoke going into the air, which is why I was putting this on, because I'm like, ooh, if I cover it, then, you know, I'm not gonna smell any of that smoke lingering in my living room. But then it kind of like ruined my candle. So can I salvage this? Please let me know, guys, because I'm really upset about that. But it is a good scent when that doesn't happen, because I've bought that candle before and I never had that issue, so I don't know what happened. And I did the same thing, I put the lid back on top, right? Anyways, then we have here Sweater Weather, and this one, it's one of my favorites. This one I had to make in what's it called, I had to add that one to my fall collection for Melting Memories because I just love the scent and a lot of people really loved it. And they love that they had an option as a wax melt for it. But this one, it burnt beautifully. I had no issues with it whatsoever. Oh, it's just a beautiful, fresh scent for fall. And I could still get away with using this in the winter time, but yeah, I try to stick to fall if I can. But it still works for winter. Okay, and then we have one more candle. And this one was a hot mess. Okay, so I was actually sent this one to review, and now I kind of wish I did a video reviewing this specific candle. Yeah, because it's you can't save this anymore. It's terrible. Anyways, so I was sent, I did do a video, was it last year? I think it was last year, reviewing this company. They basically sent me a candle, and they also sent me a perfume, and they basically just how many times I'm gonna say basically, they recreate very, very expensive luxury niche perfumes into perfumes and candles, but for at a fraction of the cost. So yeah, the company is called Dossier, and they gave me the floral marshmallow. And this one is a dupe for Killian's Love Don't Be Shy, which is a very, very popular, expensive. In Canada, it's about like $330 Canadian. Very expensive. And it's sold out because of Rihanna. So this one has top notes of marshmallow, neroli bergamot, middle notes of orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine orris, and then base notes of amber, vanilla, musk. I do have this scent available in my store. It's called Pink Marshmallow. It's such a beautiful scent. I love it. It's just gorgeous. It's a fun, pretty marshmallow, feminine type of scent. It's gorgeous. It's very pretty. A grown up. It's like almost like a grown-up pink sugar marshmallow type of vibe. It's really gorgeous. I love it. So yeah, I got it in a candle, and I was excited. I was burning it, and it smelled amazing. Oh, it's also I believe it's a soy coconut candle. Yes, it's a soy coconut blend. And it burnt beautifully in the beginning. It smelled wonderful. The throw was great. Had no issues with it. Are you guys ready to see how my candle looks? Like, I don't even want to show you guys. It's so bad. All I have to say is they probably need to work on, you know, how to make a proper candle, because I'm in groups right now where women make candles, you know, for their businesses, and they go through so much testing. Like, it looks exhausting, and that's definitely not for me. Maybe one day I might want to add a candle to my line, but not anytime soon. It's definitely a lot of work, a lot of trial and errors, testing different wicks with the type of, like, when you're creating a candle, you need to use the right type of wick for the right type of sized vessel that you have, with the right type of whatever kind of wax you're using. You can only use something so specific, and that's why there's so many testings, and you have like 10 different candles with 10 different wicks with, I don't know, it's insane. It's a lot, but that's why you have to test, because then you end up with a candle that looks like this. Do you guys see how bad that is? Look how deep this hole is, so further down than this one. Like, it's, like, you can see that. Can you probably see it on the side? No, you can't see it on the side, but you can tell that's all the way down. And like, but the thing is, I would let it burn, right? And I would make sure there was a full pool of the wax. But the problem was, it was struggling so hard that it wouldn't get, like, you know, it would just always have tunneling, and I couldn't stop it. It was like, okay, how do I fix this? There was no way of me fixing it. And I think this is where using the candle lamp would have probably helped, because it would just, you know, warm the entire top of the candle and have a full wax pool. Smells gorgeous. I did love how it performed, like the smell, the throw, everything. It was great, but it just, did I do something wrong, guys? I trimmed my wicks. I know some people don't, but I trimmed the wicks. Did I trim them too short? I am not a candle connoisseur, clearly. Like, I don't know that much about candles, but it definitely should not look like this. And I feel like, in a way, I could have like salvaged this somehow, but I don't know. What do you guys do? Do you guys do anything? Because I feel like this thing is not savable anymore. So for Scentsy, I actually used 3 scent circles. Appletini Splash. This one was beautiful. I will still continue to get Scentsy scent circles. I love them. They're my favorite. And I actually like them more now than the car bars. And I guess that's also because they have a lot more scents. And then I have 2 around the campfire. This one is one of my favorite scents that they have. I hope they never discontinue it, and it's always there, even though I haven't really bought any of it. But yeah, these ones performed really well. I definitely would repurchase these ones. And then we have, oh, how many? Oh, so I saved, what did I save? Oh, I only saved, oh, I'll just do those Scentsy ones last. Yeah, I'll just do those Scentsy ones last. I've only saved 2 of my own clamshells. So we have here Home Sweet Home, and this one was basically a scent that reminded me a lot of Welcome Home from Scentsy, and it was just a beautiful spicy, it was a spiced scent, but it had graham crackers and it had raisins. Oh, it smells a little bit light now because I've had it in that box for a while. Can I smell it in this one? Probably not. Oh no, I smell it more in this one. Oh, it's such a good scent though. Really, really good. I loved the way it performed. It lasted me about a day. It didn't last too long. I know vendor waxes normally don't last that long. And I will let you guys know if it doesn't perform for me as long. Because I know not every scent is going to perform the same. Like, that's just what it is. Every scent category is just different. They all perform differently, and yeah. So this one, the Home Sweet Home, lasted me a day, but I would definitely, of course I would use it again. Hello. Okay, and then I only have 4 more that I used. So Around the Campfire. This is one of my favorite woodsy campfire scents. Oh my god, how do I go? This way. Oh, it's so good. There's something so beautiful and sweet about this one. I love a woodsy scent that has a sweet tone to it. And I know that in the scent description, it doesn't say that there's like marshmallow or anything sweet or vanilla, but I feel like there is, and they're just not telling us. But it's so good, and I would definitely recommend this one. And then I have Marshmallow Mint Cocoa that I finished in. I'm so used to opening my clamshells now that I'm struggling to open these for some reason. I'm like, wait, how do you guys open this one again? It is what it is. Marshmallow Mint Cocoa, but hold on. I also finished it in a brick. I've been hoarding this one for so long because I love it so much and I did not want to be without it. But then it's like, you have to use it. There's no way you're not going to use wax. You're just hoarding it because you feel like you might not be able to get it again. I actually got this from a D-stash, by the way, okay? So, it is out there somewhere. Someone is selling it. Oh my god, it's so good. This is probably one of my favorite sweet mint scents that Scentsy has done. If they brought this back again, I would definitely repurchase this one. This one is so good. Oh, it's just that blend of like the mint with the marshmallow note. It's so good. And this one performed, I would say this one performed about, because I don't turn my warmers off, so nothing ever lasts that long for me. But this performed for a good 24 hours for me. And then I couldn't smell it the next day. But oh my god, give me 10 bricks of these. I love this one. This one's so freaking good. And then last but not least, I told you guys it was a small haul. Small what I've been warming. Last but not least is Blueberry Cheesecake. I kind of fell out of love with this one, so it took me a while because like, look how stained this one is. It is stained, and this one was so juicy I had to finish it. Oh, but it's this one. Oh, you know what it is? This just reminds me of when I joined as a Scentsy consultant, and it just gives me those vibes, you know, nostalgia. It brings me back to such a great time. A great time, but a sad time because I joined during the pandemic when things were so difficult and we couldn't get anything at Bath & Body Works because Canada didn't have a site where you could order anything. And because of that, I got involved with Scentsy. And I definitely do not regret it. I will say that I'm so like, my heart's kind of like breaking a little bit because by the end of this month, I will officially no longer be a Scentsy consultant. I've been holding off on buying anything because I just know that that's not where I want to be. I have my business that I'm focusing on, and that's just a part of my past, but it was a great past. And I still want to buy Scentsy, but like I've said a million times, I'm just really focusing on Melting Memories right now. But as soon as I'm done, you know, this month, no longer a consultant, I will just have to buy it from somebody else. And that's just what it is, but it was just the right decision for me. And also, I know that, I don't know if I should do a video on this, on just my feelings and everything, on like leaving Scentsy and, you know, just how things have changed kind of thing. Like, I guess like an update type of thing. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but, I'm just so, like, I can't believe it's been a year that I canceled my club. I canceled my club last year in February. So it's gonna be a year that I have not had it. And I have, you know, I have my thoughts on like that. So I think maybe I will do an updated video on that and just my feelings and everything, and just talk to you guys, you know? We're friends. We can share things with each other, right? But it's just crazy to me that like that's where I am in life right now, and I'm so happy. I really am. I'm really happy with how everything's been going. But yeah, I still love Scentsy. I still love Scentsy. But I'm just excited to be able to try new vendors, small business vendors. I really do want to support a lot more small business vendors when it comes to wax melts, especially because we have an obsession with waxes, right? I mean, you know, you have an obsession with waxes when you start your own company. I think that's a little bit crazy. But yeah, I'm just really excited for that. If you guys can you please, like, you know, send me your recommendations on your favorite wax vendors, whether they're in Canada or in the States. I'm not familiar with Canadian vendors. That's honestly the truth. That's why I started Melting Memories, because all I saw were American vendors, and that's all that was all over like my Instagram. Like I think I can name maybe one. Oh my god, is it called, I think it's called Livy's something. That's the only Canadian vendor that I know, and it's on Etsy. Livy Wax? I can't remember. But I could see the name. I see it as I'm opening the Etsy page in my brain. She's the only one I can think of. I cannot think of any other Canadian vendor. American vendor? I can think of so many, like so many. And I think if anything, it makes it harder for you guys on that side to choose which vendors to buy from, because you have access to everything and you don't have to pay all these duties and like extra taxes on top of taxes, and it's insane. Like it's so expensive to order anything from the States, right? But you guys just have so much access that it's probably just overwhelming, because you can order from so many places and you're like, who do I order from? Where for us, it's like we need to be very, very specific with who we order from so that we're not spending so much, because I know that it can range from like $60 to $150 for shipping, and then duties and taxes on top of it. It really adds up, and that's why we have to be so mindful when we order. So if you guys have any like, who is your number one vendor you would if you had to pick one, who would you recommend? Or okay, maybe two or three. Who would be your top three vendors, and what scents would you recommend for me to try? Right now, I definitely want to try Teddy B's. That's like my first one that I really want to try. Just because I hear so many great things about Teddy B's. So I know for sure I want to try her wax. So if you guys have any of like, what are your favorites from hers, please let me know. I know she's coming out with her first pre-order, I believe it is. So I'm trying to stay up to date with that. I'm always like, hey guys, do you guys know when it's happening? Like, I'm just keeping up. I'm trying to keep up because it's a new game to me. But yeah. Wow, guys, I really rambled on after what I've been warming, but you know, it's always nice chatting with you guys. But I'll definitely be doing a updated video on, you know, how it's been 1 year not being or I guess like with the end of like me being a consultant, and also like canceling my club, and how things have just been with, you know, since I've started melting memories. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to all my social media platforms, which I will link down below. And if you guys are interested in trying any of my wax melts, check out meltingmemories.ca, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.